Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Shannon Nicole McIntyre McClure, as well as the Sheridan Jane Doe that went missing in 1992. So Shannon Nicole McIntyre McClure, she hasn't been heard from since June 15th, 2013. Only 23 years old, 5'4", brown hair, blue eyes. And anyone with information, it's urged that you contact the Campbell County Sheriff's Office, 307-682-7271. Any information, let them decide what's relevant or is important. If you feel like it's hearsay, you're not sure if it's true or accurate, just let them know that. You're not testifying in court, and let them decide what's important. And here's some pictures of her. 23 years old. Hopefully she's fine somewhere, but what does this say? She was dropped off at Walmart by her husband and his father around 3 a.m. in the morning. Her husband claims she wanted to stay overnight at her sister's house, which led to the impromptu Walmart drop off. Her sister was out of town and didn't know anything about Shannon coming to see her. The sister was the one that reported her missing on June 17th. She has not been in contact with family members since her disappearance, which is classified as missing under suspicious circumstances. So any information you have, please contact authorities. Even if somebody was drinking and talking, you were at the bar and you heard something, please contact authorities and give them information, because she was only 23 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. So whatever happened, it doesn't sound good. And this is the Gillette News record, and it says investigation continues into her disappearance. You can pause it and read it. I'm just skimming through. They're still investigating it. 10 years. She's been missing for over 10 years. So they definitely need help from the public, or they would like help from the public. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows something. So, and they feel that foul play was involved. So, there's not a lot of information there. And then we have that Jane Doe, Sheridan County Jane Doe. Because when I went to look for information about her, the Jane Doe kept popping up. And this is from 1992. Known as a third known victim of a previous unidentified serial killer. She was found along Interstate 90. 20 missing women have been ruled out as being the descendant. And I don't know which women those are. And it talks about her being found, her cause of death, sometimes listed as beating, could not be determined, but is presumed to be a homicide. She was sexually assaulted. The DNA linked her to the killer of Pamela McCall and Bitter Creek Betty. McCall was located in Tennessee. I'm not sure where she's missing from. March 10th, 1991. The latter victim is unidentified as well. Located in the same county, was discovered March 1st, 1992, along I-80. So it sounds like it might be a truck driver. I know there was a truck driver at one time that was in Wyoming, right? We recently did some videos on him, and he worked as a carnival, and he would offer those girls jobs to unload his truck, and he had those two tied to a chair in his home, and the one got loose and tried to get help, and she was half naked, and then by the time she got back with help, the other girl and him were gone. So I wonder if that's the same serial killer. I can't remember what year it was, though. Probably would help if I knew what year it was. So then here is Bitter Creek Betty on this. Sheridan, Wyoming. It says 5'5", 16 to 21. Brown, sun-bleached hair, shoulder length. Female, 110 to 115 pounds. Victim was discovered in a ditch. The location is 5 miles south of the state border between Wyoming and Montana. It is believed the victim was murdered at another location and dumped at the discovery site. So who knows where she was from? The victim was fully clothed other than her shoes and socks, which were missing. It is estimated that she died early in February 1992. And I know I had done some videos, or at least one video on her before, but I couldn't find it. And I do remember this girl, and I think I included her, it must have been a year or two ago. And this girl went missing all the way in Illinois, February 18th, 1992. She was only 16 years old. Donna Jean Mazo, forgive me if I don't pronounce her last name right. She's 5'7". The height might be a little out of range. 5'5", it said. I think that's estimated though. So, and then it said 16 to 21, 110, 115 pounds. Shoulder length hair. And so, I remember she went missing in Illinois. Just pretty far away. Last seen at 1:30 a.m. She was walking to a restaurant on East Monroe Street. She has a scar on her nose, a birthmark on her right ear, and tattoos on her right ankle and right wrist. She was last seen wearing a blue jean jacket and a skirt. Brown hair, blue eyes. And I don't know what the Jane Doe was wearing. Well, there's the shirt, so. That's crazy, isn't it? So sad. So sad. So, yeah, that's the one that I had seen, and I don't remember if there was any others, but I'll show you some other missing girls at the time. Laura Ann Hook was missing, but it's all the way in North Carolina, Rockingham, North Carolina. 18 years old. She was 5'8", so that's way taller than 5'5". Date of last contact was February 7th, 1992. Here's a picture of her. This girl, she was from the Village in Oklahoma. She was 18 years old. 5'3", went missing January 17th, 1992. Strawberry blonde hair and blue eyes. So she didn't have brown hair. So, and then this girl from Gilmer, Texas, 1992, January 5th. She was 17 years old and 5'7". So it looks like her hair might have been dyed. I'll scroll down to read it. 5'7", 120 pounds, white Caucasian. Last seen at 8:30 p.m., leaving her workplace to go to the bank. Her car was found at her workplace with a flat tire. Her belongings were inside and keys were missing. She wears soft contact lenses. She was last seen wearing a dark rugby shirt, stonewashed jean cutoffs, and loafers. Brown hair, it says. Hair was bleached blonde, but had stopped bleaching prior to disappearance. Natural color is brown. And then we had this girl. She went missing from Wyoming, Big Piney, Wyoming. And she went missing June of 1991. She was 33 years old. And I've done a video on her. She has better pictures than this. She was very beautiful. 5'3" to 5'6". So she's the right age. I mean, she's the right height, but her age is off. And she had brown shoulder length hair and green eyes. So I thought you know, she's from Wyoming, even though she went missing almost a year before, right? But I thought I'd include her in this video since I was looking at that as well. Because she's in Wyoming. She's missing in Wyoming, and the Jane Doe was found in Wyoming. Anyway, I thought, wow, it would make sense that it somehow would make sense, even though she was found a year later somehow, but maybe not. This is the one that I had really looked at before, so even though she was all the way in Illinois. Anyway, don't forget to pray for this girl who was only 23 years old, who had her whole life ahead of her. And don't forget to, and her family doesn't have closure, as well as the Jane Does, and their families don't have closure, and they don't know what happened to their loved ones. And so please pray for them. Feel free to leave comments, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.